What's up, y'all? We back. We back. And so we wanted to do a little quick follow up. It got a little juicy.
Exciting.
It's exciting, yes.
So we want to kind of finish the conversation. Kay, Kay had read something that I think was really important and something that needs to be really discussed. Really quickly. Maybe not quickly, but it needs to be discussed.
Right. I thought it was interesting. I came across this article that was put out in 1998 by the Washington Post, and the article goes in depth, but it was basically talking about um, black men and the necessity to have men in the home within relationships and how the children are affected with that breakdown and so on. But these two things stood out to me. It says the situation is so dire that if allowed to go unchecked, it may result in the undoing of virtually every major civil rights gained by African Americans in the 20th century.
Wow.
And I thought, that's it. That's why I feel like we need to focus on this, because it's not just about you and your preference and to be, a lone wolf or whatever. It's about the people who came before you. It's about the unit that made us strong as a people. It was individual units with our unit and uniting our voices. And so then there was this other part that also stood out to me. Judging from the results of the divorce study, a lot of black men are putting stress on themselves by thinking that providing adequately for their families means having a big house, a luxury car, or nice things. Lost in the equation is love for one another, which with which a can of spam by candlelight can taste like caviar.
Come on now.
And I just thought that was so sweet, because for me, it's about, and I'm not just talking about men here, I'm also talking about me too. I desire to have that type of relationship where I love you because you just never left. You never left, you never forsook your position, and we've been there together. I think it is so sweet when we use what we have and turn it into something, and we're satisfied because we're together, we're in this together. So we got to have some chicken spaghetti or something because we didn't have nothing else in the cabinet. I think that is just so sweet to have someone to go through life with
And build.
Yeah,
You may have
build.
started with spam, and now it might be a T-bone.
Yeah.
But we built together as a team.
No, Kitty. No, yes, I hear what both of you are saying and can appreciate that. But I have to ask, that's going to take a lot of reteaching.
Yep.
Because there's not a lot of men or women, I think, that are going to be okay with that, the struggle.
I'm not saying that you have to struggle. I think the article was pointing out that black men were feeling insecure about the level that they think they should be accomplishing in order for people to see him as the head of the household and providing for his family. I think that they have put undue pressure on themselves for what that is supposed to look like. And I don't know if it's getting lost in this American dream and the pursuit of happiness. I don't know what it is.
You think that's men that's putting pressure on? That's what I was saying. You think men are putting pressure on themselves? Because I think, and that's what I was trying to relay. That is,
it's probably easy for me to say it as a woman. Women are creating the pressure.
I mean, we can go on social media. We can see all the I'm not dealing with, I'm not dealing with a broke man, or I'm not dealing with somebody that's drug, or you have to have this, you have to have that. And then I think, you even look at men too. I agree with that. I think men, we do put some pressure on ourselves to be this provider. That is just such a hard, because it's almost, I consider we all want to buy into the American dream, you know,
American nightmare. It's
and that's
killing
what it
us.
is. It's what
American
it
dream
is.
is killing us.
I mean, people. You look at people. There's no really household. Both dual households are working
Right.
past almost 60 hours work weeks just to afford certain things that they consider to be the American dream.
Yes, the necessities of life.
Yeah. So I think that's pressure put on each other. But I will say,
Yep.
I agree. I do think women put the pressure on too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I see that it is both ways. I definitely agree. But at the same time, how do you, well, first of all, I don't want the shaming and blaming anymore. Like, we just need to see that we're in a position, and that is dire, and it never stopped being dire. I don't know what made, it's like we're forgetting.
Mr. Jackson said, hold on, I just want to read. Mr. Jackson, see, I was trying to do a kumbaya right now, but we can't do it now because he says women have been causing problems for men since the Garden of Eden.
Oh God!
I
Here
can
we
rebut
go.
to that, but we're gonna let Quayle finish on this. She was really bringing a more positive note into this.
She's about to do the
Oh,
kumbaya.
sorry.
So
Ooh,
so
Lord.
that whole creation story is very problematic. It's very problematic. And I was so, it's so funny because you should watch The Adventures of Mark Twain. I love stop motion movies. I love claymation. I just love it. And The Adventures of Mark Twain, he actually went over the Garden of Eden story, and he said in actuality the Adam and Eve found both of each other problematic. And it was the simple fact that they operated differently. They saw things differently. Men and women operate differently.
Well, we absolutely do,
And
but
that's you will.
It's beautiful.
and it's a beautiful thing. But I
Beauty
think
of it.
we're never going to. I don't know. Are we ever going to be able to come together to understand that?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
Hopefully.
We are coming together. I'm up here leading classes
Mm-hmm.
all over the country. I've been to 37 cities. It is not theory. Yes, we are tired of how we've been doing it. It's been causing massive breakdown. We're pissed to sell and frustrated, resigned, etc., etc. So we are saying we can't keep doing it the way we've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you can unlearn.
Thank you,
Yes,
Ali.
you can
Appreciate you.
detox. You can detox. Yes, you can heal. Absolutely. I just got done it's hot off the press, so I'm going to talk about it because it's real. Women showing up at the Life Preparation for Partnership Weekend. It's a year-long program halfway through. Part of the program over the weekend was doing healing work. So all the emotion that have built up in women because of their past relationship with men or their father or their own self-doubt, on and on out. Where does all that energy go? It's in their bodies. So they needed to move it out. When they moved it out, because I had a guided process for them to release and start to do forgiveness work, they looked differently. They had more light. Their character, their physiology changed because the stress they were holding in their bodies, and their hearts were more open. You could feel it. You could see it. It is real. So yes, you absolutely can. There is hope, y'all. But we have to change up.
Real quickly, because we got a lot of we got some comments.
Okay. Woo!
No, but that's Greg Jackson, my
That
man.
ain't true. What ain't true? Adam wasn't. Oh, we're still back on Adam.
Well, you were going to be talking.
You
Hey,
have free will.
Craig, hold on. See, wait. See how we?
Adam.
Hold on.
Was,
That ain't true.
Everyone.
Oh, guys, wait, ladies.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, ladies.
I was
See,
just trying to read what it said.
it says
that's all.
that ain't true. Adam wasn't covering Eve the way God instructed him to.
You
Thank you. I think this is my Pastor Jackson too.
you
so.
know, we want to go that far back,
Oh,
but we
Lord.
don't even go back to, slavery and what that did. I still never got a complete, well, I did from Kenneth. I really love
Hold
how-
on. Craig Jackson says a real man covers his woman unconditionally.
That's beautiful. It has to be
Stop you right in her tracks. Thank you, Pastor Jackson. Look, Pastor
So
Jackson.
what does covering his woman look like in practice and execution? That's another question. Just so, since you're saying a real man, because a lot of men don't know what you mean when you say covers his woman. Well, what does that mean? Throws a blanket over her? Like, what do you mean? What does it look like in the interaction with his woman?
Yeah, Pastor, maybe you can put that in the comment section. That would be that would be
Yeah.
great, and we would
I'm
love
not
to.
saying I disagree. I'm just saying we got to get away from concepts because the executions were a lot of breakdowns happening.
Right. A lot of us
Yeah.
just have not been taught that. And I could say that I have done intentional healing work for the past 9 years. And even when I met Debrina, even then I had no idea that I was doing certain things that would actually repel a man. Like
Mm.
I had no idea.
Mm.
And so if you're not taught these things,
Mm.
then you just don't know. All I'm
Are
asking
you willing to be taught? I think
Exactly.
that's something else, because I do hear that a lot.
Good
But a
point.
lot of times I wonder, are people willing to really learn and really hear and be intentional in hearing,
Yeah.
and learning? I think we also have to ask that
Yeah.
and be honest about that. So,
Yeah.
real quick. Oh,
And
somebody.
they are. That's my
Yes.
experience.
Yeah.
They pay to come, be taught and coached. So we're paying. We're putting money down, time and energy. Black folks. So yes, we are willing. Not all of us,
Mhm.
of course, but there is a willingness. Yes.
women are willing. We just
And men are
need
willing.
Yeah, we need men to be willing to do that healing and forgiveness work also.
All right, we got
In conjunction.
and thank you guys. We have quite a few comments, and I'm going to get to as many. So we're going to be on a few more minutes. I think is that fair? Y'all wearing me out tonight. I ain't get paid no overtime. Now, listen, I'm
After
expensive.
hours.
Yeah, I'm expensive.
Oh my gosh.
That's I believe it's Brandy. I'm sorry if I can't see the but Brandy, how you doing?
Brandel.
Oh, that's Brandel.
Brandel.
Okay, Randall. We both need to set goals and stick to them and see how much we accomplish together in a 5 year, and then 10 year, and then 20 years. And actually,
Back to the building. Was
the
that
building.
right?
Yes,
Right.
yes, I
Yeah.
agree. But what about if you're single? It's just single goals, or are we talking about relationships?
Well, I think he means if you are
together.
Sounds like relationship.
right. Going
relationship
back to that
goals. Okay.
second quote you had, where you can eat spam by candlelight, you can taste like caviar.
Right.
When
Right.
the focus is on the right place. So I think maybe that's what Brandon was talking about.
You believe I can
building
take my
together.
cameo? I don't know about that, but
Well, that
Let's
he
just
was,
be
he
honest.
was using
I know-
it as
that's why when they talk about this,
right.
I'm like, now wait a
a
minute.
metaphor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we had caviar.
For,
Like
for
caviar.
example, yes.
No,
I've
so
never
I
eaten
have
spam.
a friend. I have a friend.
You never had spam?
My mom never cooked with spam. She's in the South.
Mm.
Spam. Mm-mm. Now, real ham or real bacon, but spam. my
I'm
mom
gonna tell
just
you,
never cooked
but
it.
I'm gonna be honest. I was like that too, because
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
No,
I'm
I know
just
you're not saying.
I haven't eaten.
I was like that too, and I had it one time, and the guy was cooked it so good because he had smoked it and everything else. He goes,
Ooh.
that's spam. I said, you need to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Musubi with teriyaki musubi.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying I just haven't
No,
had it.
yeah, no.
And then I have never fed my kids spam because I wasn't fed it. I was
Mhm.
like, can you pass on what we.
Right.
So it just hasn't been something in my cabinet or my mama's cabinet.
Yeah.
But whose cabinets it's in, hey, more power to you.
And real quickly, somebody wanted to ask.
Okay.
The last part was on the list. Real quickly, people are on the list.
The list.
Netflix, Hulu, first dates. Would you do Netflix?
That involves going to his home.
Okay.
And
He
we already
yours.
went over that.
Okay. Well, let me ask.
Your dream.
Okay.
So stay in the modern courtship principles. I say stay out of each other's homes. Stay out of each other's homes until you are you've agreed that you're now in a committed relationship and you're just spending time and energy with each other,
Mhm.
or your boyfriend, girlfriend. But just
Mhm.
while you're dating, your home is too sacred of a space. You don't have anywhere else to go on the planet if you actually have a home. Maybe we all don't. And so a man needs to earn the privilege of coming to your sacred space and vice versa. And plus, when you tend to come to each other's home, the sex follows soon after. So use environments, public environments, to help manage sexual energy. If you come to each other's home, your most comfortable space, where you feel the safest, where you can let your hair down, so to speak, then you will get to sex much sooner by having dates in the home. Stay out of each other's homes. It's really simple. Stay out of each other's homes
But even when
until
it's
you
cold,
get.
when it's cold outside.
There's plenty of places to go that are
Cold
warm and cozy.
outside.
Find a place that has a fireplace.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, once the sexual energy enters a relationship, because it's so powerful, it will change the dynamics. And it enters too soon with most relationships. So how do you manage it better? I didn't say just manage it better. Stay out of each other's homes for days.
I think what the key what you just said, manage it. I think that's something that
Manage it.
everybody
Manage it.
should think about. Like manage. Yeah. You're not saying you don't do it and you're not going to do it, obviously, but manage it makes a lot
And
of
one
sense.
of the ways that you can easily do is don't have dates in each other's homes, and that handles it because you're not just gonna be on the street, screwing on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So use the public spaces, go out, and we got 8,000 and million options. So choose that, but don't
Mhm.
your sacred space. People got to earn their way into that.
I always because I always get asked this sometimes. Is there what you're telling people? Is there a certain amount of numbers of dates that you should do before you start thinking about that, or is it like you said until you actually have that conversation of being squarely in a relationship? Like somebody like T, for example,
Mhm.
who doesn't really you don't want a relationship.
I don't have time right now.
Okay.
I'm looking for on my radar.
How would you feel about going to somebody like that, somebody's home after? Is there a certain amount
But
of
remember,
time?
I'm telling people I'm not looking for that right
That's
now
what
in
I'm
my life.
asking you.
And so also tell them if you're looking at physical, I'm not the one.
Okay.
So I tell them straight up.
Okay.
So as long as they understand that, if we want to hang out and watch a movie, knowing that it's gonna be platonic, if I've known you for a while, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
If you feel like it's gonna be something beyond that, then no.
Mm. Okay. Interesting. What about you?
I was thinking a lot of thoughts.
I know. I see this.
Like, I don't want to waste time because I do want to get to that point. And so you need to.
I already hey, look. She was rocking back and forth the whole. Like I see her,
Waste
Mhm.
time.
and she says that waste. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, you say waste time a lot.
I know. I don't know what is up with
Nix
today.
it.
Can
Nix
we
it
get
out
rid of
the
that? Can
com-
we?
Yeah.
Can we
nix it.
be?
Yeah.
Because
I'm
as a
healing.
man,
I'm still healing.
but even if you're still healing, because I'm healing too.
Mm.
I'm healing.
Language is one of the easiest things to begin making a change in. To begin making a change in. So you can exit it out of your, because it's not attractive to a man to hear that. That means
I'm trying to tell
you're evaluating me whether I'm a time waster or not.
She gave you that look like.
Okay, so you might say it among
She's
girlfriends,
been married
but
30 years.
but-
I'm listening. Hey, D, see, they don't want.
No one
when I
listen,
say,
I'm about to be single.
no one,
here.
no one
I'm
wants
just
to waste
playing,
their time. You don't get a lost minute back. No one wants to waste their time.
No.
So
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
have to keep saying that because no one wants to waste their time.
Well, what was the question?
well, I forgot because you said waste time. I was like,
Threw us
well,
all off.
Yeah.
Like, what?
We're
What?
talking
I
about
was
Working
trying to-
through this waste time language.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. That,
and
we're saying language matters though, and I think
Yes.
we do need to
Yes.
really talk about that real quickly. We can because language does.
yes.
We're
Yeah.
so strong in what we don't want.
Right.
I ain't gonna accept that. You ain't got that. You know that it is. It's language that we're just man.
And I just learned that what you just said earlier is very powerful to say, I am willing. Like that is a part of that release, that beginning to release.
Yes.
So,
now I can take
the
you to
past
Chipotle. Now I'm willing to take you to Chipotle. I am willing to take
And
her
she's
to
gonna be
Chipotle.
a great date,
gonna be a
and you
great
cannot
day.
wait to be in her presence
Man.
again.
right.
Real quickly, we got a lot
You
of.
first.
Where are some great places to take a date where you aren't spending hundreds of dollars every time you go on these dates? But hold on, Dave, we got a place November 4th. I'm just trying to help. We got a place.
That's right.
Classy.
Food, drink,
See, I-
chic.
I gave you the alley-oop.
That was an
Thank you.
alley-oop.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I was waiting on you to be a LeBron and take the
You
man.
know what? And you know what? I just want to take a moment to appreciate Barry, actually,
No.
for taking this on and for
Yeah.
championing this
Mhm.
and for being a man that is representing a change in a shift
Oh,
that
shoot.
he would also
I didn't
like
expect you
to
going to
see.
that far. Let's just keep it. Wait, hold on. Let's just keep it. Thank you, and we can just.
He's changing
It's true though,
every
Barry.
day.
It's wonderful.
Oh Lord.
It's
No,
wonderful.
he
You've been a
opened
great
his-
advocate of this.
He
Man,
opened
I
his
started sweating.
platform. He opened his platform up for the
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
And who does that? Like he's
Yeah.
very generous. He's
Yes.
very
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh man, you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
shucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, I am. But I will say this though. I think that because it is needed for those that are looking to really dive and find somebody and really take it to another level. Because
Mhm.
it's really not. I mean, you still gotta go to club or you know online. I think it's more to it than that. I think that when you have things and events like this, we all got to support. Even if we're not looking to be in a relationship like T,
Mhm.
but she's still supporting it. I think that's important.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, meeting someone is the bonus. But black folk coming together in an upper scale place with good food, good music, and good vibes.
On the
I mean,
lake, on the lake.
Right.
What?
Now,
I mean,
somebody
why
did
not?
call us out though, and they might have had a point about something. They said,
What?
"How you gonna have a black event, but it's in a white establishment?" I was like, that's what somebody said. I didn't.
Wait. What? You cannot have a black event at a white establishment? Why not?
I just said what somebody said on the. They asked me that. I was like, "Listen, ask them."
Well, I got two things.
What makes it a black event?
I don't.
That there's black attendees.
I got two things. Number one, it was going to be at Boon Boona, which is a black owned establishment, but we adjusted the time based on the men, saying that they're not going anywhere before 8 o'clock. So we adjusted the dates and the time to accommodate men's schedules, right? But Boon Boona Coffee is still
like
supporting
women always
men's.
do.
Right. And then second of all, this establishment
It was
is
a good thing. We were listening to what the men said they wanted, and we shifted. It was very, very good.
Okay.
Men
This
said later, so we switched to later. It's beautiful.
right.
Took the feedback.
We did. We're listening. But the actual establishment is actually working with me, supporting this Black folk space event. You know, so yeah, they recognize that they are a white establishment, but they have also been working with me
In partnership.
Right, in partnership.
And I think it's important that we do recognize and say,
Well,
hey,
hang on. We stay at hotels all the time with black events, Omegas and AKA, because it's what makes it a black event is the attendees.
Right. Over there.
Now, if you can find a venue, a black-owned venue that can accommodate, great. But what makes it a black event is who's putting it on and who it's for. So let's be clear about what makes it a black event.
Right.
Otherwise, anything we have at the Hyatt or the Sheraton or the Chicago Convention Center with 100% black people, or unless it's owned by a black person, it's not a black event. Come on now, y'all.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, come out and you're gonna see we're gonna be acting black.
The point
we're
though
gonna
should
be black.
The point should be is that you come out, support, have a good time.
Positive
it's
black
just
folks.
Amazing that you have an event that we have all these other questions that it's just a come to an event.
Be grateful it's happening, and that someone's taking the time and energy
to just enjoy the event.
This is really from my heart too. I don't get out, in case you guys don't know me. I'm working through not isolating myself, but this is really just in my heart to do. And so, you know, I'm happy and satisfied with creating soulful spaces so that we can have a soulful experience.
How about
and
that?
That's it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Somebody asked, "Are you gonna be playing R. Kelly?" I don't. I did that. I'll play.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, thanks again. Shopkulture. We're done. A little after hours. Well, you know. And thanks again for tuning in.
SK After Hours.
All right. Have a good night.